Hello. Is it me? Hi guys, how are you? Anybody here? Hey. How are you? We have 27 viewers. Come and say hi, guys. Good, good. I'm all right, thank you. Not too bad, not too bad. Bit messy hair, mind, but... How is everybody? Hello. You all right? Thank you, miss. Quiet today. We've got 33 viewers. Hopefully people start talking because I feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm just going to share my live out, guys. Just sharing myself. I don't normally do this, but I thought, why not? Right. I've shared myself to a couple of places. My day's been all right, thank you. How was yours? I had my mum and stepdad and brother here. They've literally just gone. I was just like hovering around waiting for them to kind of go because they knew I was coming on here. Stepdad might be watching actually. Hello, are you watching? So nobody wants to speak to me today. Like, I feel a bit quite sad about that. Nobody's got anything to say. Oh yeah, so today's been all right anyway. It's just been, you know, I drove over to my mum, brought her back over here. We had dinner, hubby cooked, and, you know, chilled out. And now I thought I'd just come on live. But if it's going to stay this quiet, I'm not going to stay on very long, if I'm really honest with you. Because I don't know what to say. Talk to myself. Do you like my little bunny? I bought these especially for my live streams for Easter and my podcast, but I didn't do a podcast last week because I was ill. Was it this week? No, I was meant to film this week on Monday, but I wasn't too well with a headache. My migraine, I was really ill actually. So I've got them. I thought I'm going to put them in here, but where the camera's positioned, you can't quite see the other one, but I've got two exactly the same. And I just thought, you know what? I think they're quite cute. Quite cute. I have another one actually that I really wanted to use. I forgot to put it up, but then I thought you can't really see it anyway. It's like I've got bells on it and stuff. It's really pretty. Hi Mel, I'm all right, thanks to you. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Somebody is on here at last. Literally, there's 40 viewers at the moment, and it's like about 3 people have spoke. 3. Whether people have been waiting for 7 because they know I don't normally come on until 7, but I was eager today because I managed to get my mum and that out, so I thought I would come on early. But yes, we've got people speaking now. Thank you, everybody. I thought I was just going to sit here for the whole stream and talk to myself. It's quite awkward. It's just a blouse. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, happy Easter, guys. I don't know whether anybody celebrates or not. Me personally, I mean, we're not religious, so, you know, we don't particularly celebrate Easter. However, we do get, like, chocolate eggs, obviously have the family round and have, like, a dinner and stuff like that. Today, I had my mum, stepdad and little bro here, and my husband cooked, and we just chatting and everything like that, really. So, you know, kids play some games and whatnot. And then on Sunday we've got my husband's nan coming round. We're going to play board games and stuff because we always play games with her. We've got loads of board games and we always like play different ones. She wanted to play bingo last time, so I brought us a bingo game. So we're going to do that. Then we're just going to have a nice dinner. My husband's cooking a roast, so that'll be it really. And yesterday I went to Asda to pick up some, basically, so Easter eggs come out here in the UK around January time. It's quite early when you start to see Eastery stuff come out. And then obviously you get more and more, and you get more Easter eggs. So we occasionally have Easter eggs dotted through all the way up until Easter. And like me and my husband just share it, and the kids have little ones and stuff. But I went to Asda yesterday and picked up a load of Easter eggs. So there was like 4 for a tenner. So I ended up getting 3 lots. And we're just all going to share different ones when we want them. So yeah, that's, you know, we don't really do anything for Easter. We don't do like Easter cards or anything like that. We don't do gifts. I obviously give my little brother and my nephew like an Easter gift and a toy or like sweets and chocolate or something. But yeah, what about you guys anyway? Let me know in the comments. While I'm going to read back over some of these comments, let me know if you do anything for Easter, if you do celebrate it, or are you a little bit like us and just kind of, you know, excuse for family time really, isn't it? So let's have a look. Thank you, Lindsay. So, to be honest with you, I do love filming medical videos. I don't know why, I just feel like I can really get into it. And I don't know, I just enjoy it. I don't find that there's not a lot of pressure doing them, if that makes sense. I don't feel pressured with them, and I didn't feel like they don't really stress me out. I quite enjoy them. So quite like medicals, and you know, I do like to do some creative things and stuff, but they just get so complicated sometimes I just can't be bothered. But I'd definitely say medical. Thank you, Ebony. Hi, Sammy. LW, thank you very much. I love the bunnies. Where are they from? Home Bargains, I think. Yeah, Home Bargain. Home Bargains. I got them a while ago now, though. I don't know whether I still have them, with it being so close to Easter. But yeah. Right, is it Elena? Alana? How do you pronounce that? Hello, thank you for your comment. Yeah, so that is my daughter in my video, yes. She only started appearing in videos, probably she was in a couple, maybe 2 years ago. Literally, I think it was literally like 2 or 3. And then she started to be in my videos a bit more regular last year. And sometimes over the course of the period that she's been in my videos, she's been probably getting a bit less and less now. I haven't been putting her in as much. But, you know, she's still going to be appearing in my videos just as and when, because I don't like for her to be directly on the camera and things, so it's hard for me to do certain content that... Because if you think about, like, obviously I'm trying to protect her privacy and her wishes, so there's only so much we can film. You know, I don't really like to have much below there on show. It was the manicure video that we did with her. I was umming and ahhing about doing it because of how we had to sit, but in the end I decided to do it. She was happy with it, so we did it. But would I do something like that again? Probably not, just because it shows too much. But yeah, that is my daughter anyway, and she will be in future videos. I've got a real person going up tomorrow actually, and it is a doctor check. So it's a full doctor checkup with her, and it was quite funny actually, some bits of that when we were filming. And yeah, you know, it's quite good. Some different things in there in the checkup as well that I haven't done before. So yeah, check it out tomorrow, guys. No, not tomorrow. Sunday. Sunday? What day am I on? So yeah, on Sunday. No, unfortunately, Stitch Fix have actually gone into administration. So they basically gone out of business now. So there won't be any more of those, unfortunately. And the reason why I stopped them is they're getting really pricey. And it's nice sometimes because the quality of the clothes in there were quite good compared to like other one company I used before. The only problem is, like, it was getting too much expense, and a part of me I feel like I would like to do that again, because now we're getting into, like, hopefully a bit warmer weather, not too hot because I hate the hot, but you know, I want to start wearing more summery type, you know, lighter clothes and things. It'd be nice to have something like that. So if you do know of anything which is similar to Stitch Fix, now preferably not, is it Lookaroo or Lookario or whatever? I've used that before and the quality of the clothes were shocking. I did a comparison actually on that and Stitch Fix, and the difference was phenomenal. So if you do know of anything which is similar to Stitch Fix, let me know and I will go and have a look, because it would be nice to do that again. Whether I'll do it for a long period of time, I don't know, because again, it's space, isn't it? And then it's expense again. But it would be nice to do that. So if anyone knows anything similar to Stitch Fix, let me know, because then I can do that in my videos on Life with Nick. So yeah, it'd be quite good. But yeah, there will be another FabFitFun at some point, because obviously they come out every season. Now there should have been a glossy box in March, but they didn't send me one. So obviously I messaged them saying, what the hell's going on? And they turned around and went, oh, you've just really, hang on. Anyway, they said we've only sent out to so many people this March. And I'm guessing they've sent it to obviously bigger creators. They've just selected a few people that they wanted to take it to, and I was one that they didn't. So yeah, and I was like, oh, I've never had that before, because you've always sent me a box. But apparently with March, for some reason, they haven't sent everyone a box, which is really annoying, because I like to be consistent and have every single month. Like, so you can see January, February, but you're going to have January, February, it's going to miss March, and then go straight to April. So I'm hoping they will send me one in April. If they do, it will be due next week, so I can get that filmed and get it up. But this is the channel called Life with Nick. So if you don't know that channel, just pop it in on YouTube, Life with Nick, and it will come straight up, guys. Please make sure you give me a follow on there. It's going to be a channel that's all anything lifestyle, beauty, fashion, parenthood, pets, you know, hauls, fashion, anything. It's about everything, health, mental health, all sorts of stuff. So if you aren't yet subscribed to Life with Nick, guys, please head on over, give me a follow, watch all my videos, and hopefully you like what's on there. I'm very regular on there, very consistent is the word, yeah. And literally, I was in the process earlier of actually editing another video, which will be up in a few days. So, well, actually a few days, no. I'll probably be able to get it edited tonight, the rest of it. Then I will just render it and then upload it, and then I'll get it on for you tomorrow. So tomorrow you will have a new video on Life with Nick. And I will be talking about my hysterectomy, my menopause, and all my gynecological issues. So if any women out there or anybody that's interested in stuff like that, that video will be definitely for you guys. So that'll be on tomorrow, guys. Make sure you look out for it. So that's Life with Nick. Anyway, enough plugging for that channel, guys. So yeah. Hi Sarah, how are you? You all right? No, don't worry. Sarah, yeah, do you want to be a mod on here, by the way? Because you're a mod on my other stuff, aren't you? If you want. You're not actually checked in on So Realistic today. You're actually watching me. Like, I thought I'd lost you, to be honest with you. Thought you'd just joined over there and left me. Anyway, let me just go back to comments. Oh, you're joking. I mean, come on, that's taking it a bit far, innit? Putting Easter stuff up in Christmas. If this is the case, right, they might as well just sell it all year round. Like, I feel like sometimes it's just getting to that point now. Like, they should just stock, like, all Easter stuff and all Christmas stuff, like, all year round. It's going to mean that you're going to need more space. But they're just getting out earlier and earlier, I swear, every single year. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Yeah, Millie. Hi, Millie. How are you? I will be doing more, definitely, because I feel more in that mind now where I could really get into it and do that type of stuff. So I will be doing another one. The plan is to actually do one fast video a month. Now, the reason why I won't do any more than that is because they don't perform very well. But I know there is a lot of people that do like that, and there is a good niche there. So once a month I will be doing a fast video. So I did a fast hair and makeup in one. Then this month I think I'm going to do a doctor checkup in my fast style, how I do it, because I know I don't do it like everybody else, but I'll be doing it the way I do it. So yeah, look out for that during April. It will be a fast doctor checkup, okay? I don't know how it's going to be exactly yet, but there will be. So yeah, once a month you will get a fast video. So yeah, and like I said to people as well, once a month I will try and get a doll head video in. Once a month I'll at least get one real person video in, and then obviously the rest will be on camera. I'm just trying to mix it up a bit, have a bit of balance, but have some sort of structure. I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Because like it's hard for me as a creator to try and think of things to do and then keep it fresh, exciting, and for what you guys want to see. And obviously at the moment views are shocking. Like they just get worse and worse as each upload comes, and it's just like it's stressful. And I know it is across the board, guys. It's like massive with everyone. And it's just like I'm going to put a video up and no one's going to watch it, and I'm just like, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? I'm doing a video and like a handful of people are watching it overnight. It's just terrible. I've actually set up a meeting actually with my partner manager, and we're going to discuss my channel and different things like that. So hopefully, you know, we've got some insight of what I can do. But like I said on my post, if you've seen it, my analytics are not showing me anything. So like normally my analytics will show, yeah, people are loving that. They love, love, love it. They're not even showing that at the moment. Everything's down and there's nothing that's showing better than anything else, which is why I was like, okay, I'm going to ask, see if anybody's like, are they watching new stuff now? Have they got different trends or, you know, so I have posted that on the community page. So if you haven't seen it yet, guys, please go over to it, read what I've said, and then in the comments, just answer it if you could, just because I'm going through there, reading it, you know, and I know it's only going to be a handful of people that are actually going to read it or even respond to it. And that's fine. It's just there as a bit of a refresher for me, and just to kind of keep it there in the back of my mind. Do you know what I mean? Just to, because we're coming into April now, I feel like, yeah, I need to have a refresh a little bit. What are people into? What are the things that you want to see, basically? So you're going to find as well over the next month or so, I'm going to be sort of experimenting a little bit with the lighting, how close I am to the camera, how far away I am, just lighting presence and things in general. I'm just going to have a tweak and a play around a little bit, guys, just to see what I feel like, how other people are perceiving it and things. So yeah, just bear with. I'm just kind of trying, to do different things. So, but yeah, I did go on a waffle again, did I? Bloody hell, I'm always waffling, guys. There's me. I'll have nothing to speak to if no one talks to me, and then I've got a couple of questions, and I waffle my head off for an hour. Sorry, guys. Don't blame you. Have an Easter egg. I would. Hi Nessa, how are you? Basically, it's a hard one because it's the problem is now it's getting oversaturated with creators. I mean, when I started 5 years ago, I thought back then it was quite a hard place to start. But now there are so many creators that are starting. A lot of them you don't really hear of. But even if they're small, it doesn't matter because they're still flooding the thing. So all I could say really is what I'd say to anyone whenever it is you start YouTube, just go for it and find your niche and just experiment and see how it goes. At the end of the day, if you're starting a channel, it's like, well, you've got nothing to lose, have you? There's a potential for gain. So I just feel like just go with what you feel. For example, if you just wanted to sit here and just say tap on something for about 15 minutes, do that. Do what you want to do, and then eventually you'll get viewers in, and the viewers your analytics will tell you, hopefully, unless you're having trouble like I am, will tell you what they're liking and what they don't like. Because like normally it's pretty clear cut, you see, on the kind of content people want to see. But for some reason at the moment, for me anyway, it's not very clear cut. Like my analytics are so all over the shop. So yeah, just go for it. If I'm guessing it's you as looking at doing it. I'd say you don't need to go all out, flash, camera, everything like that. I would definitely say pick one thing over another. Use a phone. If you've got an iPhone, for example, I don't know about anything else, but I know iPhone's got good cameras. Use that. And if you wanted to go like spend money just on a microphone, like don't go out and think, yeah, I need this camera, I need that mic, I need this, that, and the other. I mean, I started just with a webcam. And I started actually with just audio, and then I was on a webcam, and obviously over the time I've improved. My old videos that I did back at very first I started are not on there anymore. You can't see those, but I know where I've come and how I've developed. So what I'd say really is, if you're thinking like you're on a budget, don't worry about going out and getting all out. Do things, maybe simple things. And there is a big niche actually for lo-fi. So, no flash tech or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? And like, just do things that you're comfortable in doing, and just be consistent. Try to, like when I first started, I was just posting as and when and all the time, like I have been on my Life with Nick channel. And I feel like at the beginning that is useful, if I'm honest, because it gets you pumping regular content to the algorithm, and you're constantly there, like battering in, like, don't overwork yourself. Which is what I've been doing on my lifestyle channel. My new channel is literally doing content, uploading it, and not having a set thing. But at some point down the line, it is ideal to have a schedule, a set schedule, because the algorithm likes a set schedule. People like a set schedule, even if they don't watch it at that time. It's like me, I was on here before 7 today, but people know I don't come on till 7. So nobody was speaking before 7, oddly. So yeah, but coming from me, I'm not the best person to ask, if I'm really honest with you, because my views and sub growth has never been like most other creators. A lot of people get mass loads of subscribers overnight and loads of views overnight. And there's even people that were my size, like we started at the same time, who are way bigger than me, get way loads more views. So I'm probably not the best person to give advice on how to grow on YouTube either, because I just don't do a very good job. Don't get me wrong, I'm great where, I've got so far and I've done really well compared to a lot of people. But in hindsight, that's quite minimal compared to everybody else. So I'm not the best person to ask for advice, if I'm honest with you, because I need advice myself at the moment. But yeah, I'd just say just go for it. And, you know, you've got nothing to lose, have you, really? I hope that helps anyway. Hello, Pure Love. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to hear that you're going for a bad patch. I'm sending you lots of love. And thank you for the nice little flower. And I'm glad to be of help, actually. And thank you so much for watching my content as well. I really do appreciate that. What are some things in your life that you're loving right now? Well, what I'm loving right now is collecting my bears. Charlie bears. I don't really know. Don't know. Spanish. It's quite sad and depressing, really, isn't it, that? But, you know. Oh, thank you so much, Kat. Is it Katie? Katie? I don't know how you pronounce that. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you know, I do it as in a way of, because she, like, I like her being involved and she likes to be involved, but it's not like a chore, is it? It's like we do it for fun. We like to spend time together, like bonding, and it's just hilarious. And she just likes doing it. I like her being a part of it, and she's got something to look back on. But I'm trying to protect her as much as possible, you know. So if it's showing half a face at a time, or not having her to speak, you know, and not showing too much of her, because obviously she's only 12. She will be 13 this year, but again, she's still young, you know. And you just, like, you know, over time, you just don't know. She might say to me, I don't want to be in any more videos ever again. Or she might be like, right, now I'm older now, can I be in videos more now and be more on camera and do different things like that? And that is perfectly fine as and when it is appropriate. But she's still a minor, and I know how vile the internet can be. So when I get shitty comments about certain things as it is, people wonder why I don't want to have a full on camera or have her to speak and stuff like that. And it's because of people like that ruin it. You know, which is why if you see me in other videos like my life with Nick channel or TikTok and stuff, if I've done stuff with her, like we've done taste testing or whatever, you don't see her, she sits next to me, but we sort of engage, but she don't speak, so you can't hear her. But I engage with her, so it's still giving you somebody else's opinion, but without seeing her, just because I'm trying to protect her. You know, like my son doesn't want to get involved, and that's perfectly fine. The Whispers Red one. So it's pronounced Alana. 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 Hello, is it Marlene? Hi, Marlene. Thank you for your comments. Thank you very much. Are there any new trends in ASMR that you're seeing or enjoying? Do you know what? I don't know, if I'm honest with you. At the moment, I just don't know. I've got a big, massive, huge question mark over my head, if I'm brutally honest with you. And that question mark just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And last night I was just in bed and this question mark was just going bigger and bigger, thinking, what am I doing with myself right now? That's just literally where I was like, what? Do you know what I mean? I just, because personally I don't really watch ASMR. Like, there's sometimes I will scroll, or sometimes I'll go on see like some of that I like, or, you know, or go in every so often, show a bit of support and things like that. Most of the time I don't really have time to do anything like that. So I don't really have time to listen to ASMR, and because I do it myself, I'm too picking up on, oh, that sounds good, oh, I don't like that, oh, I do that differently to that. It's just one of those things, really. So, but I don't know what trends there is. I mean, I think fast ASMR is still up there, still as a trend. You've got Real Person is a big trend again at the moment. Other than that, I don't know particularly if there is anything. I just don't know, if I'm honest, at all. I don't really know. Things change all the time. As I said in that community post, everyone's likes change, people change, backgrounds, everything changes. And why people listen to ASMR, what they're listening to, what they like, what they're doing, what they don't like. So it's just one of those things, isn't it, really? You've got to kind of I don't know, as a consumer as well as a creator, it's one of those things that they still could be very different. Um, mm, what is your favourite thing have you been doing of ASMR? What is your favourite thing have you been doing of ASMR? What do you mean, lovely? I don't understand. Thank you, Ms. Lots more to come. Next week, I was hoping to film more this week for my lifestyle channel, but with my migraine, which I'm worried I'm starting to get one again now, which is the light. With my migraine, I wasn't well because I've noticed a lot of time now when I'm filming at night, I'm waking up with a headache or a migraine, and it usually lasts for like 3 days, and it was really bad. Sunday, bad all day, like with it, it's just awful. And then at the night, I'd run out of my evening medication, and the side effect of it is to help me sleep. So basically, my insomnia kicked in full swing. I don't know whether I had a bit of withdrawal because I didn't have the medication anyway. And then I got up about 6, and then from about 7 till lunchtime, I was just throwing up continuously, lying on the bathroom floor, as I do. Absolute dizzy, awful, felt awful. Started to get a bit better over the day and started a headache. And then my migraine had gone by Tuesday, Wednesday, and then since then I've had a funny head. Today was the first time I woke up without any pain at all in my head until I'm sat in here with a light now and on the computer. I haven't had an eye test for a long time and took in a long time now. I was prescribed glasses many years ago, and I used to wear them, and then I just didn't bother. I haven't worn them since, so I don't wear glasses, do I? I booked in for an eye test Monday. They're open on Monday, weirdly. I booked in and I haven't had one for a while, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to have the full works, because Specsavers, they do like amazing kind of like eye tests and stuff, and that's where I used to go. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back there and have the full works, because they test all sorts of different things, and then I paid for the upgraded version as well, so that they do the extra thing. It's an extra tenner, but all that was only 35 quid. I thought it was a bargain, but obviously if I do need glasses, but like it could be that while I'm getting headaches all the time. I've been messing around my HRT for months, that they've been messing around with that. It could be that as well. I just don't know. It's that. I think I'm getting worked up about filming, because I feel like I'm going to wake up the next day with a headache, and it just throws me off for days. Yeah, I feel a bit with it. But I spoke to booked an appointment with my private doctor. It's slightly different the way they do it now, but she was really useful. And she said to me, she's surprised I've never been given any proper treatment for migraines. So she's prescribed me something to take as soon as I feel like I've got a migraine coming. So for example, like now I've started to feel that feeling, have one of those pills. I haven't got it yet. The pharmacy was shut, so I went to do it, and then obviously Good Friday today. To basically take that, she's going to try that for a bit, and she did say that if that doesn't work, I need to go on like a daily tablet, which I'm looking into. I think the stuff like promodol, whatever, it's like a beta blocker, which I don't think I can go on then, because somebody years ago wanted me to go on the beta blocker, which was that brand, to help with anxiety and something else, but they said I couldn't have it. So is that because I'm asthmatic, I think? I'm not really sure, but I'm hoping this new thing that I get, she told me to love cocoa and we'll drink more water. If I have chocolate, don't have it late at night, same with cheese. Try to love caffeine and all sorts of things like that. And she's just surprised. I told her about when I used to have injections in my head. She didn't have a clue what I'm on about. So yeah, she's quite useful. And then she did say if, we may have to go down and see a neurologist and do different things like that. and she's insisted, she's wrote a letter, said I've got to go into my doctor, hand over a letter and say I need an appointment, because she wants me to have some more bloods, blood pressure and all sorts of different stuff done. So yeah, I've just waffled on again. You haven't even asked me that, have you? Like, and I've just sat here waffling about that. I'm so sorry, guys. I talk so much, it's ridiculous. I read one thing and I go off and talk about something else. But you know, I don't even know why I even spoke about that. But you know, anyway, that's it, filming it. So I've got more content to film. I was going to do it this week, but obviously my head and doing different bits and bobs. So I'm going to be filming more content for lifestyle next week. So I'll film it and then get some up and try to do it quite regular. So make sure you look out for that, guys. No, I don't pay for Gossip Box. I used to years ago when I used to buy it myself, but I'm on their PR list. They send it me for free. However, they chose not to send it me in March. Don't know why. Hi Beth, thank you for being on my live stream. I hope you're still here. Thank you so much. Oh, well, Sarah, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not losing you, because to be honest with you, I thought you were just buggering off. She left me for somebody else's live stream. I was just gutted. Gutted. I wouldn't do a house tour, no, because I want to keep as much private as I can, and which is another reason why when you will see certain videos, you will only see certain rooms. So like if I'm in here, you'll only see this bit. If I'm in the sofa, you'll see that bit. Then if I'm going to do a video and you'll see just the straight bit of my lounge, I try to do it all like that and not all together. My studio, I've already had a video of that. That was in one of my videos on Life with Nick. You'll be able to find a bit of a sneak peek of that. It's not an in-depth tour on the studio, but you just get an idea of what it looks like. Hi Tilly, thank you very much. Totally understand where you're coming from there. I'm so glad I can be of help to you. You saw my new video, Dana. It's cute, isn't she? No problem, Millie. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And that's another reason why I do try to speak about things, you know, try to be open about certain stuff in life, just because I know it is quite helpful to some people, you know. And like I said, I will share what I'm comfortable with and go with it. If, say, in a year's time, I'm not comfortable talking about, I don't know, X, Y, Z, then I won't talk about that again. But that's the way I work. So I'll talk about something as long as I'm comfortable with it for however long. But I try to do that to help people, and so people don't feel so alone, really. So yeah, Miz, I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, you know, the good thing is I'm in a good place, so that's fine. But it can still be a little bit like when you think of your views, and it's like, 'cause especially when it's your livelihood, do you know what I mean? And then you think you put all that time and effort in, you know, how many hours and God knows what into it, and then like hardly anyone seeing it. It's really like disheartening and like, oh my God kind of thing, you know, and you know, it is discouraging if I'm honest with you. And it's a shame really that I feel like ASMR community gets picked on so much on YouTube. You know, which is another reason why I made another channel, that Life with Nick, because I needed some other kind of backup, if that makes sense. Um, and I'm just trying to grow that channel as much as possible and just have fun with it. I'm just loving it so much, you know, like doing all that lifey kind of stuff. And, you know, when I go out on day trips, I'm going to put vlogs together, you know, if I'm going to go out and do some hauls and shopping and different things like that. There's so many things that will be as and when, but then there's also things that I've got planned to do for the channel and stuff like that. Like, I don't know whether I'll film a Get Ready With Me tomorrow. Depends, because I might not put too much makeup on tomorrow because I'm filming tomorrow night. So I might do a Get Ready With Me. I don't really know. Then mean, I could do like a get ready with me, then I could do a get unready with me, but do it in the same video. So I'm getting ready with me, then I'm taking my makeup off and stuff, and put my skincare on and that for bed. I might do that actually. You know, there'd be catch-ups and stuff like that. Random topics spoke. Well, I've got it all written down in a pad anyway, so I've got loads of things planned out for that channel. But I just enjoy doing that. It's something different, and that's originally where I wanted to go into anyway. Before I started ASMR, was doing that type of stuff. But I just feel like sometimes ASMR is such a, it's getting more and more known, isn't it? But there's a lot of misconceptions behind it, and then you get a lot of people that sexualise it, and then it makes it bad for the creators that don't. Unfortunately, it affects us with sponsorships. You know, it affects us with other kinds of work and different things like that, and that's unfortunate, really. But you know, even people that don't do that, there's still people got opinions on it. But you know, and then the stuff you see on there that's on here is perfectly fine, and that's not a problem. It's just so bizarre. But you know, I know everyone's is down and everyone's struggling a little bit, but there's so many people out there. I'm just looking at them thinking, how the hell do you get so many views overnight? And your sub growth is like, whoa. I just don't know. Am I just unlucky with it? Do you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there thinking, at least if I grow life with Nick, I've got something else. Do you know what I mean? So if you're not yet following me, guys, follow Life with Nick here on YouTube. So you're gonna paint the bathroom. Started to prep today and plan to paint tomorrow, but oh my god. So you were prepping your current wall and the paint all fell off, is that right? So it's not going to take a bit longer now. Hi Ian, how are you? Ah, oh god. And now you just made a one big mess. Well, I wouldn't do a house clean video because that'd be showing too much. Yeah, I mean, I might do. Like I said, what another plan is, Millie, is to kind of have, so like maybe once a month do a video, say, that I think necessarily wouldn't do very well. For example, in April, I'm planning on doing a travel agent video. So I've got brochures, they've all arrived now. So I've got some nice brochures. I'm going to do some typing. I'm going to have my iPad out. So I'm going to have tapping on the iPad. I'm going to show through the magazines, the holidays, and then looking at the brochures. So basically, then I'm going to go back over my community post where I asked where everybody wanted to go, their destination. So I'm going to look through and just go over the ones that seem to be the most common, and then just probably go with that then, and have you come and book a holiday then, say, I don't know, France, for example. So then I could do a holiday around that and just do it like that, a bit like one of my very old ones that I used to do. Then book you the holiday up and do all that kind of thing with you. So there'll be a lot of typing, writing, iPad tapping, brochures and different things like that. Because I know that probably wouldn't typically perform very well, but I know there's still quite a lot of people who would like that. So that I would say be in April. Then May, for example, I could do another one. For example, I could do like a gossipy type video that month if you wanted. I don't know how I'd do it yet. I mean, any tips would be great. You know, I could sit down maybe, you know, with a friend, you know, we're having a chat, I don't know, somewhere like that. But yeah, I could do that for May, try and do a nice one. But that's what I mean, so that's the plan, to do, add another video in like that a month that I wouldn't normally do. Like even like say like a check-in one day, you know, a hotel check-in or something. I know that wouldn't perform very well. Or then I could do like a post office video again. I'm thinking of doing one of those like once a month. To balance it out a bit, so I am dropping in new stuff because I've got to watch as well, guys. It's if people don't understand how it works, it's quite difficult. So if I put videos on and they perform crap, what actually happens is it makes the other videos not perform very well as well, which is probably why I'm in a downward spiral at the moment. It's really annoying like that. I've noticed that if you get a really bad video, it can really affect you for a while. So then obviously if I'm getting a video where the views aren't very well, that's a huge fact. And obviously, we as creators try to get sponsorships, and I'm not very lucky, if I'm honest. Nobody seems to reach out to me. Like, everyone else in the community has got reams of sponsorships, like, all the time, and I have no idea why. Definitely singling me out. Especially when some people in the community actually, like, run agencies, and everyone else gets a look in, but I don't. But that's a different story. If they look at you and you think, they go on your average views. So then if your average views are, say, like, really high, and then you start getting a dip, then you're not going to get paid as much and things like that. So just take that into consideration as well. It's quite annoying. But yeah, I will do a gossipy video anyway. Yes, but like you said with the Barbie video, I mean, that was random. Like, it's like my husband always says to me, he said, you should do things that are like a trending. Do you know, like Shani, she will always do, she's always one that I look out for. When a new big thing comes out, she's on it, and she's done a video on it already because she knows it's going to hit the algorithm. But then a lot of her work is very cosplay type stuff anyway, and like real acting stuff, and I'm not really like that. So if I kind of did one of those videos, it probably wouldn't perform very well for me. But stuff like that, I want to be able to drop in like a good, like, do you know what I mean? Like, good random little videos here and there. Or if it's like, want someone dropping a creative video as well. Do you know what I mean? I think it'd be nice to do that, and then stick to ones that are going to perform. Do you know what I mean? TikTok has been recommended to me as a creator. Really worth it. Is that a question? Because you've got a question mark at the end, so I'm really confused. I use TikTok. I've got over 100 and something thousand followers on TikTok. And to be honest, I don't earn a penny on TikTok. I think in the last, since October, I've earned £9. Because I don't get that many views on my videos. The pathetic, the earning is there. I don't know how these people on there earn God knows how much money on there. I just have no idea. But I mean, I just post random stuff even then. I've tried to post similar stuff to other people, and it's just impossible. For me, anyway. You can do ASMR on there, but I did do a bit of that, and I was posting my shorts on there, and then I kept getting violations from TikTok saying I'm sharing somebody else's work. And I turned around and said, it is my work. And they went, yeah, but it's got somebody else's handle in it. And I said, it's my handle. Still wouldn't remove the violation. Ridiculous. I'm not waffling. I am waffling. Always waffle. I am here. I'm just wondering what I don't really know, to be honest with you. I wouldn't particularly say I've got like a favourite makeup brand as such. I'm more of one of these people, if I like the look of it or it sounds good, I'm going to give it a go. And then if I use it and then I like it, then I like it, if that makes sense. I mean, what kind of things do I use, really? At the moment, I've got a lot of Be Perfect stuff. But that's more on the cheaper side. I use some things from the Beauty Crop. Again, that's more on the cheaper side. I've got things like Anastasia Beverly Hills, some Charlotte Tilbury stuff, like Urban Decay, MAC, different stuff like that. I've got all sorts of different stuff, and I just like to try new things. But yeah, I'm trying to see, Sarah, how I can do it, because I can't do it on here without logging in. So let me just go on the live stream, and I might be able to find you. Right. Doing it, sir. I'm doing it. Doing it. Right, I've just put you as a standard one. Because there's a high level one as a standard one, but I've only got like my husband and that as a start. Right, I hope that might work now, Sarah. Hey, Brianna, how are you? Oh, thanks, Sophie. What's frustrating as a viewer? Yeah, definitely more travel agents. Yeah, so like when I was sitting in the that was I was pretending I was at school though. So I wouldn't do probably something like that so much, especially now I'm getting a lot older. It was bad enough then. Yay, it works! How awesome. Lovely boys. Hi Henry, how are you? How many viewers need to make a great business now? Well, I'd see that's a hard question because you do get paid on views, but it also depends like how they're viewing you and stuff like that. Like I think we get a bigger cut out of people that have got premium. It depends like as well how many ads people watch. Um, I just don't really understand that kind of thing. But obviously, the more views, the better. Like if you've got really crap views, you're not going to earn anything. Do you know what I mean? Um, I don't, and you've got to stick to your rules as well. So if you don't get to monetize and you follow the guidelines and everything that you need to do and select things correctly, then you get paid more and different things like that. So there's other stuff behind the scenes as well as obviously having the clicks. So I need people to click on the videos. Like for example, even if people don't sit there and like watch the video, if they click on it still, let the ad play, or if they've got premium, whatever, and watch, then wait for me to say hello, lovelies, how are you, whatever, then that should be enough then for it to qualify. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if people aren't even clicking on that, that's not no use to me, so I don't earn on it. But then the other problem is then it's not pushing it out enough because no one's clicking on it. So if somebody sees a video and they know for a fact they're not going to like that video, but they like me and support me and etc., I think, okay, I don't like that, but I'm going to click on it anyway, watch the ad or skip through it, watch them say hello, lovely. You never know. You might even sit there and think, oh, actually, I quite like that. So I've had some people actually, they said they don't like fast videos, but they thought they'd click on it and have a look. Absolutely love it. And I've had a couple of people say that recently about that and another video. So if that person never thought, oh, I know, I'll have a look, they'd never know. So I feel like to encourage people, no matter what, to kind of sit, like go on the video. Um, go on the video at least, even if you're not going to sit there and watch it or not. So, for example, that sounds really like weird, right? But if I'm going to go to the toilet, have a pee or whatever else, I'll have my phone on me. If do you know what I mean? Depends how long I'm going to be on there. And I'll end up going past it. If you don't want to watch something, you could always think, oh no, let's help Nick out. Let's go on one of videos, click on a video, watch the ad, go through it, then done, gone. Click off it, move off to somebody else. What we'll do then, that would also help me earn, give me views, but it would also make that video look popular and then make YouTube want to push it out. Do you know what I mean? But it's one of these things, it gets awkward because, especially with ASMR creators, there is a lot of people out there already that think we shouldn't earn. They already think that we should be doing this for free and we shouldn't earn a penny. Um, exactly, Sarah. Yeah, I've had a few people say that. Um, or some people think actually I didn't think I was in the mood for that, but then I watched it and I really liked it. So that's what I'm saying. Give my videos a chance, even if you look at it and you think that I know that's not going to be for me. You might find that actually no, I like it, or you still might not think it's for you, but you've helped me out, and it's a free way to help me out. It's just those little things, that, and it's hard for us as a creator to sit there and say, if you were watching a lifestyle channel, for example, you'd expect people to go hit the subscribe button, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? It's like normal. Do you know what I mean? But it comes to an ASMR person, it's all a bit of a like, oh, we can't really say that. It's like a taboo thing that we're not allowed to say subscribe or watch my videos or help me out a little bit, guys, because it's always a little bit like, oh, frowned upon, like we shouldn't be earning. The amount of comments, not me, I mean, like everyone has got over the years that saying that we should be doing this for free because we enjoy it and want to help people is beyond me. It's so bizarre that even people would think that. But I'm talking reality here. It's real life. Do you know what I mean? We've got bills to pay. There's cost of living crisis here in the UK, probably everywhere else in the world. We've got it's a job. We've got bills to pay. But people, I don't, people, my viewers and that, you don't find that I don't really get many donations. I don't really, well, actually saying that, I don't normally have gifts bought from me, but some kind lovely person purchased me 2 secret gifts on my throne wish list actually today, which was absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. I will be doing a picture anyway when they arrived and popping it on my community board just as a huge thank you. So I really, really do appreciate that. It was such a lovely thing to look at, because I don't get any gifts, you see. There was like loads of other people before, you know, and other creators, they were getting bombarded with hundreds of thousands worth of gifts, you know, some people thousands, hundreds of pounds worth of stuff. And I wasn't, you know, I had the odd one here and there. And then it was nice today just to open my email. I had an email and I was like, oh, that's really lovely. And I was so surprised at what this person had bought. And I was like, I never asked for anything like that. I don't like the beggy type of style. I don't like that. Begging for like money and gifts and charity and stuff. I don't like that. You know, and people say, well, how can I help you? Well, I don't want your money. I just want your view. You know what I mean? I just want you to subscribe or give me a view. That is all I ask. And it's free, it's quick, and it's not putting anybody out apart from a minute of your time where you put an ad on. And that's, if somebody said to me, what would you like to buy? If I could give you £1,000 or 1,000 views more or 1,000 more subscribers, I'd have the views and the subscribers over the cash, because that is what's going to impact me more down the line. I know £1,000 is going to be more than what I would get on the video, but if you're going to give me £1,000 views and 1,000 subscribers, I'd take that over just 1,000 cash, because it's more meaningful for me. It means more to me, and it's more helpful down the line. You know, do you know what I mean? Not that I'm not grateful of that. Oh goodness, anybody that has ever donated me with super thanks, you know, PayPal or anything like that, you know, I'm truly grateful for every single one of it, and I never ever expect anything like that, never ever. And like I said, I'd rather somebody say, go through, click on all my videos and watch all the ads. That's took, say, they've done all my last month's videos, for example, and it's took them, what, half an hour to do that. That means more to me than literally them just giving me like a tenner. Does that make sense? You know, but I guess it's just people's priorities and like, things and that, isn't it? But that's where my kind of, you know. Oh, thank you. Oh, that cranial nerve exam was such a laugh. Oh, it's hilarious. You should see the blooper. I've made a blooper, but the only problem is that a bit of it she speaks, so she doesn't want me to share that. But it's so funny. It's absolutely hilarious. Basically, one of the yellow balls, that spiky, I was going like this with it, and inside it's got like a light, and the thing that I could see, I thought it was literally just the light. When you tap it, it moves. So I just squeezed it, and it went squeak like this. It made a huge squeak, like literally my mic's maxed out, like when I was editing, and like I burst out laughing, she burst out laughing, she was going, jeez, like that, she probably made Max jump, like, because that was like, my doggy was outside the door. I was hysterics. Oh, Sarah, welcome to the Brave family. Welcome. I've got quite a few members actually. I'm quite lucky that way. I do have a couple of followers that do support me monthly. You know, it's just because I don't really provide a lot extra content for people to pay. I just do it more if people want to show their little gratitude to me and different things like that, which again, I do not expect at all, guys. Like, and it's truly one of those things, only do anything like that if you can genuinely afford it. Like, seriously, like the thought of people, when people I've heard that have got in debt on TikTok for gifting people on TikTok over it, like, the thought of it is horrific. Like, if anybody ever did that to me, I'd be horrified. So, like, if you ever, like, think, yeah, I want to be a member for a month, or I want to donate this, that, and the other, like, literally only ever do that to me or anyone if you can genuinely afford it, guys. It's not worth getting in debt over it at all. You know, there are so many more ways that you can support creators. Like with me anyway, I don't know about other people, you know, just subscribing and just watching. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've been through a lot of debt back in the day, like a lot of debt. Went through some right crap, do you know what I mean? So I'm really quite funny about that when people getting into debt about things. It's really stressful. The thought of people, like especially people gifting other people just to feel important, like they're doing on TikTok, and then they end up with a mass load of debt, and they did things that they shouldn't have happened in the end. Without talk about that, because that's trigger warning. Yeah, so I'm always very like, if you're going to gift and stuff, only do it if you can. And that goes across the board, guys, I think, personally. But, you know, each their own, it's your life, I guess, but, you know. I can't really afford the bears either, if I'm honest with you. I can't believe how much I spent on bears. It's horrific. But, you know, I think I've had my mad splurge, if you know what I mean. And now I'm kind of like coming back down to reality. Do you know what I mean? Oh, God. I put a bit too much on. But thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you being a member. Don't add it up. Just don't add it up. No. I owe myself money. Put it that way. Yeah. But you know, I think I've had my mad splurge over it, and I think like going to still be collecting and that, but I'm like backing off a bit now. I think cause you can see what's been available over the years, and I don't really want to get any barely loved really, or any pre-loved or anything like that. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, obviously you've seen how much I've spent. You know, and I've probably what's encouraged me to buy more is to make more content. So I'll get my tax man to take a fee of that off from a VAT anyway, because what I've been buying them and then using my videos and stuff, so you can get me some money off. He does with everything. It's very good. But realistically, you know, it's so expensive. But I'm getting, you know, I'm enjoying it, and you know, I'm only going back so many years, you know, and looking, because otherwise you're going to get so many. There's going to be so many that you want and so many you love, and then future ones. And like I said in that other video, like there's not enough space for everything. I've already got to buy a second cabinet now, just to fit in extra ones that I want from this year, which I bought my catalogue in here, by the way, because I thought I'd show you a little bit in a bit if you wanted to, the ones that I like the look of, if anybody, because I know I've got quite a few people that are really into the Charlie Bears, so especially now I've bloody started collecting them. But yeah, I think it's like I'm enjoying it, but I've got to take a step back a bit, and I can't be doing that every month. Like I spent a fortune last month, but like I said, I don't go out. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, don't do anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, we don't go on holidays or anything like that. So I don't know, but you know, I'm just collecting as and when. Um, no, you won't find them on sale. However, at some retailers, they might be. So there's a couple of bears that I bought and they were actually on offer, but that was down to the individual store. Now, whether it's because they were trying to get rid of it or whatever, and then like the company that I get a lot of my bears from, they are based on TikTok. They have got a shop though, which is in the process of being opened, but they've been doing it from home. They obviously don't put offers on, but they have their own offers, such as if you buy 2 Charlie Bears, you'll get a free cuddle cub, or then there'll be discounts from TikTok Direct, and there'll be stuff like that. And there's other companies that I know of that do actually have stuff on their TikTok as well, but they aren't consistently live like this company. Then you've got like other companies dotted around. You get ones which class like a poor store, which are the ones that are proper recognised by Charlie's. You know, they're like high class kind of. They've done everything they need to do. And then you get your other sellers dotted around and stuff as well. That obviously can sell the bears and different things like that. But you'll find it's an individual thing. So like one of my teddies that you would have saw Sarah with when I did Dana the other day. Dana was on offer and so was Bay. And they were on offer in the shop, which is why I bought them there. You know, like at the end of the day, if I can get a bargain, I'll get a bargain. Do you know what I mean? I've ordered one actually from Australia. It's been dispatched yesterday. So when I mentioned about I can't get Neptune, I've got Neptune. So I've managed to order him, and he's coming from Australia. So yeah, can't wait to get him because then I've got a full set then. But yeah, I'll show you for the book in a sec anyway, just to get an idea. So Charlie Bears are a collectible teddy bear range if you aren't aware of them. If you go over to my channel Life with Nick, you'll be able to see some hauls and me talking about them and different things like that. So I know I did, I got him. So there was a girl who's on our live on TikTok, and she messaged me about it and told me about Neptune, that she'd ordered him from Australia, and it was from a paw store, but she didn't know whether 100% to trust it. But then she told me the other day it arrived and it's perfect. So I went on the place as well, and I found it, and you can actually put your face on there. So the woman has got all these pictures and everything, and it's proper legit paw store and everything, and it has already been dispatched literally the day after I ordered it. So it was cost me £32 in delivery though, but I can't get it anywhere in the UK, so I've got no choice, and I've got a full set then, so I'm happy. But yeah, so this is the new catalogue. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple in the lounge that I've got to do a haul on. So I've got a dog called Boomerang. I've also got, hi Jay, how are you? There's a couple of other ones, I can't remember what they are. And then I've got one on the way, which is Boomerang's brother, Moxie. I managed to get that somewhere else. There's that one coming from Australia, I think. So, yeah, but there's new ones coming out, and they seem to be a bit slow at the moment. But I think there's a couple of ones coming out next week. But it's one of those things like I ain't really got any money to be buying any. Do you know what I mean? And I've made a spreadsheet and everything on my laptop, and made a spreadsheet of what quarter they come out, where the shop I'm getting it from, and how much it is, so I can sort of tally it up. And then my husband's done all these equations, so he knows how much comes out at what time and all this kind of crap. But at the moment, because you've not really got any dates, it's awkward. So in total, when the other ones arrive, I'll have 34 bears altogether, and I've only been collecting a month. Everyone's looking at that like, oh my gosh, don't want that many. Well, it's like, actually, I've got them in a gorgeous cabinet. It looks stunning. I'm going to have one more, and that looks stunning. And then I don't really plan on buying any more. I think it's going to be more the odd one here and there, I think, just because I haven't got space and I realistically haven't got money. I had a big splurge that I shouldn't have done, really, but I did. And, like I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go out. You don't see me going to the cinema or out for a meal or drinking, clubbing. I don't do any of that. So, and yeah, it is expensive, but again, in the long run, it might get me some money back. You just don't know. But anyway, so the bear that I like is, I can't pronounce him, it's Saunter, it's from the Bear Collection. So he actually looks like the one I've got called Fang. Jay, I've done a video already. You can see it on TikTok and Instagram, but it will be on Life with Nick in a little bit later. I've just got to set it live, you see. I've done a full picture of the cabinet. Alice, thank you, I appreciate that, but I do, because I do get people like, oh, what have you spent that much money for? There's a living crisis here and this, that and the other. When people have got to stick their oar in and put their say on it. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, is it Emily? Amelia? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello, hope you're well. You do sometimes, because people like have to they always, just because they say haven't got the money to do it. I mean, don't get me wrong though, I don't know about you, but those people in the live, who I'm talking about, they spent a fortune. They spent more than I have, like in a couple of days. So it's not just me. There are reams of people that collect these, and some people spend like thousands on them monthly. And I had one big splurge of it, and I was like, I shouldn't have. I know I shouldn't have. I spent way more than I should have done, and I would feel guilty enough about that. Do you know what I mean? But that's my own guilt that I have to deal with and paying myself back. you ordered 6 anyway, but like, I mean, it adds up because some of them are expensive. Do you know what I mean? But they lucky for them in one night. That's, I mean, they ordered loads. Let's just take the page. You know what I mean? That how many they were ordering, and I've just like at first it was just like everyone was just said, "Oh, I'm their top buyer," and I thought, well, I'm not really because there's loads of other people that buy more, and now these come in and they just spend an absolute fortune. So anyway, that is one I want. Is from the Bear House collection. I think it's out in Q3. So Q1 is meant to be now, but we've only had a couple of items release. So there's no others from the Bear House collection. Now there's a couple of ones that I like. Will I get them? I don't know. So there's these. I quite like these. These are quite, you know, cute. Will I get them? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, they're quite nice. You know, they're quite nice, but probably won't get them. I mean, that I quite like those, but again, probably wouldn't get them. And some of them, they look totally different in person. Now, this one is a must for me, and this is a definite. Stepping Stone. Look at him. He's got to be one of my favourites. So he's out Q4, so he's like potentially like January of next year, wouldn't it? Potentially. But everything seems to be running late at the moment, so he's not out till like ages away, and he's like 57 centimetres, but he's absolutely stunning. So yeah, he's a definite I will be having. Okay, Sarah. All right, thank you. You know, there's a couple of dogs. I do like Razzle and Dazzle. I think they're pretty cool. I might get those. I'll see what they look like when they come out. Do you know what I mean? Now I really liked these, and I was gonna pre-order the cats. Can you see that all right? That's it. I was gonna pre-order them. Hiya, is it Ayat? I'm good, thanks. And so is my daughter. Thank you for asking. So yeah, the cats. I was going to pre-order them, and then I changed my mind because I was going to get ones from the Isabel collection instead. But this is my other favourite one. Now this is Bowden, and he's out Q2, and he's 71 centimetres, guys. It's huge. If you actually watch the Charlie Bear video on the Charlie Bear YouTube channel, they actually showed him and hugged him. He's huge. Hi John, how are you? Nice live. We're catching up and chatting, aren't we? If you'd been here since 7 o'clock, we're having a right chinwag about stuff. I quite like those. But again, they're just kind of like, they're called Mr. Fisher and Miss Jekyll. But they're just like bears again, so I don't know what they look like. It's going to have to wait till I see them. And like Puzzle Master, he doesn't look like that. He looks like a right grumpy arse in real life. So it's just, you know, you can stay over there. Then I've pre-ordered the Loch Ness Monster, which is limited to 1,000 worldwide. So that is him. Yeah. Pre-ordered that. Then the Plumo ranges. I quite like these, but I've kind of took them off at the moment on my pre-order. I've pre-ordered them, but I'm probably not going to get them. So they're all made out of Plumo hair. So it's the Plumo collection, which is mohair and alpaca hair. But they're out Q2, 4, 3. I love them all, but they're all slightly different. So you could just have the one, but it is always better to have a full set. But the only problem is just space, isn't it, than expense. So I think on these, I'm going to see what they look like and maybe get them. I just don't really know yet. Limited in production, all they are to 1,000 as well. They're out Q2, 4 and 3. It's whist, cribbage and rummy, that is. But they're absolutely adorable, and I really quite like this one. But again, it's just one of those. And you'll probably find, even though it's limited to 1,000, you're probably still going to be able to get them because you can now with a lot of stuff. These I'm definitely getting though. So this is Monopoly. well, Monopoly, chess, Sudoku. So this one's out now, but it hasn't been released here yet. In Australia, it's already out. And I wasn't going to bother with it in the end. I thought, no, we'll just leave them. But then I saw on one of the pawn stores in Australia what it actually looks like in person, and it looks absolutely stunning. So I am definitely getting those because I absolutely love them. So I have pre-ordered those, and I will be getting those. You got quarter 1, 3, and 4. That's a must-have. Again, other ones, like I said, it just depends, isn't it? Thank you, Mama. Mama. Depends what I think. Now, the signature collection, I've pre-ordered it all. So this is based on Alice in Wonderland, the original, the book series. So we've got Mock Turtle. He's out quarter 2, and he is 700. There's 750 made of him. Okay. That's him. Then the next one is Dodo, and this is meant to be out now, and I haven't had any confirmation yet from Charlie Bears. So that is Dodo. Thank you. I had them done yesterday. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's Dodo. Then the Jabberwocky. So the Dodo, Jabberwocky's out is quarter 4. He's scary as hell, right? But I had to have him because I wanted the full set. You'll see what I'll show you in a second. So the one I wanted originally is this one. Okay, now this is the one I wanted. But then I thought a Dodo's quite cute. But then I thought I might as well have the full set because it's going to be worth more. You're not going to be ready for this, guys. This is quarter 3. This one is sought after, like you wouldn't believe. I managed to get my hands on one. It's pre-ordered. Need I say more? Jessica. So he's sought after. It's obviously the more rare or the like the Isabel range, the signature collections, Plumo collection, they're the ones that are a lot of times are limited and they're actually more in value. So there's only 700 up to 750 of them made worldwide, and then you get numbers. There's proper tags with your proper number on the Cheshire Cat and stuff. So I've got the full set and that is a must-have. That is Cheshire Cat is my favourite out of this collection. He's a must-have because I love Cheshire Cat anyway. So then I thought I'm just going to have the whole selection. So the Dodo, Jabberwocky, Mock Turtle and the Cheshire Cat because it's just going to be more value. Plus I just think it's unique and different, isn't it? So you can see, you know. Then the Isabel collection, so far I have reserved those. So they're the cats. So the white one's meant to be out now, and the other one's quarter 4. So they're made from mohair and alpaca. So this is the Isabel collection. There's only 250 of them worldwide, but it's just they're really expensive. These, so I just don't know whether I'm going to go ahead with those. Obviously, I've put deposits down and stuff, and it means I'll lose my deposit, but I'd rather lose that than probably pay out a load of money that I ain't got. So then the other ones that I've reserved are these 2 dogs, and there's 325 of those, mohair and alpaca again, quarter 1 and quarter 3. So obviously there's too many out quarter 1 at the moment. I can't bloody afford them. How many of what are made? So the dogs, there's 325 worldwide, so that's up to, and again they'll come numbered. The cats are 250 worldwide. They will become individually numbered as well. Oh no, the Cheshire Cat is gorge. The Cheshire Cat, though, does remind me of more Tim Burton's version. I think it's super cute. Love him. So they're the ones that I've pre-ordered and that I like. But the ones I'm definitely going for is the signature collection. All of that. I'm definitely going for that. I'm also going for the Plumo collection. I'm definitely going for all those. That's a must-have. Bowden, the big bear, is a must-have. This one, he's a must-have because I just want a big bear. Stepping Stone is a must-have as well. This one is a must-have. Yeah. And other than that, really, the others are not a must-have. It's just, oh, apart from the Loch Ness Monster, that is a must-have because I have actually reserved a deposit on that one. This one, I've reserved it, but I don't know whether I'll get it. Again, it's one of those, isn't it? I've got ones in mind that I know I definitely want, and then there's ones that I do like, but it all depends on the money when it comes to it. So it just depends when they come out. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if they said to me, yeah, all three of those are out next week, well, I won't be able to afford all three of those next week. Do you know what I mean? So then I'm going to have to decide ones that I really actually want. It's not too bad to say months down the line because I can have money put away for them. That's not a problem. But obviously, when you've got stuff and they're coming out right now, and I've got all the stuff to pay and different things like that. But yeah, Stepping Stone, it is stunning. Right. So I've got a mixture of plush, alpaca, Plumo, and then you've got your Isabel. But again, I just don't know yet, guys, what I want to go for. It's just basically just pre-order everything. Yeah, I'm happy with them. It's just some of them are more expensive, like the Signature Collection, the Plumo Collection, and the Isabel Collection are more expensive. But Isabel's stupidly priced. I think them dogs are over 200 and something pound each. That's why I'm like, and the cat. I just don't think I'm going to do it if I'm honest, because it's good to have the full set. Hi Jay. It's good to have the full set, isn't it? But then that's like shocking amount of money, and it's bad enough spending 100 quid and 80 quid on one, but then if I'm spending like 400 or just on two bears in a month, that's just ridiculous, you know. But then it's like it's a hobby in it. I don't have anything else, so I don't know yet, guys. It's just going to be watch this space, and whatever I have, whatever comes. But the Signature Collection, them three Plumo bears are a must-have, and so is Stepping Stone and Bowden. Other than that, I really don't know. Oh, and Loch Ness Monster because he's paid for. So yeah, other than that, I don't know yet, guys. But make sure you keep a lookout on Life with Nick on which ones I do get. But yeah, there will be a little haul anyway when my other ones arrive. But yeah, and other than that, I've been looking through them, and there's quite a lot that I like, but they look different in person. So the one, if I like it and I really like it, then I want to get it. But you end up, don't you, just going to get like, oh, I don't know what comment that was. I get so many comments. No, I don't. It's not in a bad way that I don't remember it. It's just literally I get so many comments, and you know, but yeah, I do try to comment back, or like as many as possible and things like that. But sometimes it's so much, and it's hard to keep up. Not particularly. I don't really, we don't really do Easter as such, but we kind of like, it's all right. We do have like get Easter eggs and things like that. We've my mum come round tonight, and I've got my husband's nan coming around on Sunday. We're having a roast and things. That's about it, really. Did you watch Tom Cruise vlog movie? No. What's that? Oh, Tom, as in life of Tom. I thought you meant of Tom Cruise, as in the actor Cruise. We're so far through it actually at the moment, because we watch it at evening time, when we have dinner. But obviously we would have watched it tonight, but my mum was here, so we didn't watch it. So we watched so much of it through dinner, and we go back to it the next day and finish the rest of it. Like, I could quite easily sit on my phone and watch it, but then everyone else wants to watch it. I think that where I've got to at the moment was start of day 2, I think. Yeah, start of day 2, I think that was it. I think they Had their slippers on, went to that weird club. Like, what the hell? Like, me and like my husband were like, what is that? Is that for a kid or something? But yeah, we've watched so much. Have you finished it now? But I think he's posted another one since then, so I've got loads of catching up to do. Advice for easier labour. Pain relief, if I'm honest. My births wasn't very good, so I will do a story on that. I will do a video on it. Yeah, it was so weird, isn't it? Like, what was that? Like, is it meant to be for kids or something? I was a bit disturbed by it, to be honest. Hi, Liam, how are you? I was just a bit like, what have you gone to? Is there a lot more weird stuff throughout it? Because a couple of them things are just super weird. Very strange, if you ask me. You know. Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. You'll just say, just have some pain relief. Don't be worried to turn pain relief down. Don't have pethidine. Definitely have gas and air, but I use it to kind of like help with my breathing. Doesn't really do anything else apart from help me breathe. With me, gives me a rhythm. I'm all right, thank you for asking, Liam. Other than that, I know, because mine's never ended up straightforward, so it's really hard for me to say, really. But yeah, if you have an epidural, you know, just, I don't know. I'd just say, take some pain relief if you need it, and just go for it. Sorry, I can't be much help. So yeah, guys, I might pop off in a minute now. My husband's back now to taking my mum back. Oh, thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. Where are we at? Let me just have a look. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was just checking something. So yeah, I've got not a lot planned really. Just got to finish editing my video for Life with Nick and get that uploaded. I've got to film for a couple of ASMR videos tomorrow night, and then I've got to upload Sunday's video. Then I'm going to the opticians on Monday to get my eyes checked, and obviously we don't do anything else there, do you? That's a stupid thing to say. I'm going to get some tips though, because I haven't been for such a long time. I'm literally going to take all the notes down in my brain and then use it in a video. Then got my husband's nan coming around for dinner on Sunday. I think I'm booked in for a massage, I think, on Tuesday, but I feel like it's clashing with something now. You know when you book something and you feel like, actually, I shouldn't have done that. Breaks. Don't be silly. Don't get a break. No. Oh, but some people think, though, I don't work enough and I should plan in advance just in case something bad happens. Anyway, but no, not really, because I can't really afford to not do stuff. It's like I'm doing stuff like this is still work, you know, answering comments, editing, uploading, filming for the other channel, you know, filming for other social medias, posting pictures and different stuff like that. Sorting props out, marketing myself, sharing videos, planning and different stuff like that. It is a lot of work and I don't get a break, but I probably still wouldn't have it any other way, because this is normal for me and I do have to keep busy and stuff, because if I don't, my mind does wander very much. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Do you know what I mean? I don't take breaks, and I should. But then saying that, you know, I only do film for ASMR once a week, which is the ones that I find tiring, because it's usually later on at night. I've got to put makeup on, and I hate doing that. You know, then I have my tablets late, and then I have to sleep in the morning to recoup, and I just don't like that. It's just too much for me. And especially at the minute when I usually wake up with a headache. But you know, it's only that, and like film for like lifestyle stuff and that, it doesn't take that long, and I find it quite fun. It's less stressful. I haven't got to worry about noise or anything like that. It's totally different. I know it's still doing stuff and I'm not resting, but I don't find it as stressful. If that makes sense. Hi Paige, how are you? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. But you know, like I said, I do try to respond to people and that, and I have a big splurge occasionally in going through. But obviously, I'm just a little bit after the comment the other day. I'm just a little bit like, do I really want to go and read anything? And just, you know, and some people ruin it for others, um, which is unfortunate, really. So, but you know, and I know it's busy and that, and I need some time, and I get that. But you know, it's not like I have to film every day, is it? Doing the same thing every night. If I did, that was different. Not saying that I don't stop though, because I'm always doing something. Like as soon as I'm finished, I'm going to finish editing the video, then I'm going to upload that video, and then tomorrow I'm going to upload it properly into the tags and everything. And you know, so I get that. I know what you mean, but you know, at the end of the day, if I don't do content, my channel struggles more, and it's bad enough at the moment. Never mind if I didn't put any content up. But yeah, there's definitely going to be more stuff on the lifestyle channel, guys. I will do that get ready with me tomorrow, even if it's only a short one, and then I might just film a bit of it when I wash my makeup off and different stuff like that as well. Hiya! You're very welcome. Nice to see you here. Now you're subscribed. Should be subscribed anyway. And you're very welcome. Thank hubby for that, because he cooks. So, oh, happy birthday for the other day. Sorry it's late. I hope you're having a lovely day. Did you do anything nice? So yeah. Can't remember what I was saying. What was I saying, guys? How am I? Yeah, I'm doing all right, thank you. I'm getting a bit of a headache, I think, but I think it's the lights. I don't think that helps. Basically, there was just a comment the other day on one of my community posts when I was just asking about the noise, and that I mentioned that I was just stressed about the noise and different stuff. I have addressed this in a catch-up video on Life with Nick. So if you do want to go and watch my latest catch-up on there, it will give you an insight to actually what I'm talking about. But basically, this person was just going on about that I should have prepared in advance for roadworks, and instead of putting my stress on everybody else and looking for a support network, and we're not your support network and all this mumbo. Then start going on about exploiting my daughter, and while I'm at it, I should stop exploiting her and start putting on your channel and do the content that I want to see. Like, it was just literally, it's just utter mumbo. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have shared it the other day. I did share it on my community page. I did remove it in the end. You know, we all react stupid and do stuff we shouldn't do at times. And, you know, I'm only human, I make mistakes. But basically, this person had gone out her way to go on my community post, go on somebody's comment, and then tag me in this comment reply just to have a go at me. That's it. So it's literally, this is super inappropriate. Your fans should not be your support system. Now, the way it was worded, this was very like back in the day from troll bullying that I'd have a couple of years ago. It sounds like the same type of people. So I did take it with a pinch of salt. And to be honest with you, it just annoyed me more than anything, especially because it's the entitlement in the comment. So it was like, this is super inappropriate. Your fans should not be your support system. I never said you were. You need to have a real in-life support system, which seemingly from other things that you have hosted, you do. So please do not drag your fans. We are often working their actual bodies to death at very taxing jobs into your issues. Right. So you're telling me I'm not got a very taxing job? I'll probably pay more tax than her. The comment section has made it clear that noise is fine. Okay, obviously. That's why I made the post, so people respond. Leave it. And next time you are stressed, turn to someone in your actual life. This level of intimacy with your followers is parasocial, parasitic, and highly inappropriate. Okay? Caring about my fans, viewers, you know, thoughts on not having a big, massive lorry down their ear hole. You know, that's really parasitic, isn't it, that? Anyway, asking if noise is a problem is fine. Complaining about how stressed you are and looking to us for comfort is not, in big letters. I wasn't looking for comfort, love, because I'm not being funny, but I don't want comfort off people. I want to show you how actually the other side that there is of me sometimes, and that is the side that people don't see, and that is the side where I actually stress about making my videos just right for you guys as much as possible, to try and, you know, give you the best experience. That's what it's about. Personally, the way I see it, if I didn't care, to me there's something wrong there. Like, there's something wrong there. Do you know what I mean? If I was like, oh, stuff it, you know, if a lorry comes in, it disturbs them, I ain't bothered. Like, to me, that's just like negative, and like, I just don't see how that works. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be bothered. Do you know what I mean? But, and I make a point of just addressing it with people to make people aware that actually there might be a lorry in it or two. Do you want me not to film then? But the problem is, if I don't film, I know I'm not going to earn enough, and then people are going to moan then that I haven't posted. So it's like a lose-lose situation for me, really. So I was just kind of like, I'm just saying a little bit how I feel, like just letting you know there's going to be a noise. Is that okay? I don't really know what else to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, so many people do posts and things like that before. Multiple people, including in this thread, have gotten catty and nasty with people who are just trying to help. Now, I can categorically sit there and say, unless I've missed any of the comments, I've not seen one catty or nasty comment to anyone. Not once in that post at all. I've not literally seen one person say anything nasty on that post. So I don't know where that's from. That's just totally made up rubbish. Trying to help, in big letters, you, who has invited this mess. So I've invited a mess by caring about my viewers and telling them that there might be a bit of a problem. Okay, that makes sense. Also, while I'm at it, stop exploiting your child and making her appear in your videos. It is also super inappropriate and is why I stopped watching you regularly. So still watch me then. Get a grip. You could be so much better than all this. I have no doubt that this comment would not get through to you though, and will probably incite a dog pile onto me. The truth hurts, I guess. P.S. Pre-filming videos and actually being prepared for an eventuality where you may not be able to film for a bit, be due to illness or your child needing you, would be a good solution for the future. That's what I think about that, Megan. Bizarre, right? It's like I shared it on other social media platforms, and every single person said to me that was just pure nastiness for no reason. And do you know what? I'm not being funny, but if that person is in a bad mood, had a bad day, don't take it out on me. Like, I'm not there as a punch bag. I'm a person, I'm a human. I'm providing free content for that person. And I'm not there to be spoken to like that. I'm sorry, you know, people think that content creators are nothing, are just a brick wall, like they've got no emotion, no feeling, and that, you know, I'm sorry, but I have a life. And it was like when I made that catch-up video and I spoke about it, like I film in advance already. You know, I've got some on my phone where I can track and look into roadworks and stuff, but things happen like as and when, don't they? I can't control if there's roadworks just suddenly decide to be outside my house today. I haven't got a radar and a big alarm telling me like a month in advance before it comes out. I mean, what person anyway tracks roadworks? Do you know what I mean? That's obsessive enough as it is. And if you're telling me like I don't care or plan in advance to look into it, I planned in advance to film on a separate day instead. But then without me knowing, the road was shut that day for no reason. It must have been a last decision, because things do happen at last decision. And the point is, like, it's uncalled for whether this person is having issues or not. It's like I made a point of they need to go and heal and like do some work on themselves. Like at the end of the day, like do better, go heal, which is what I've said. Because if you're hurting that much that you want to really have so much hatred on somebody, then they need to be doing something to work on their life, in my opinion. I mean, I've been through a lot of shit mentally, but I would never sit there and dream of sending somebody a message like that. You know, even if I thought it, which I can actually hand on heart say I've never thought anything like that. But if I did, I wouldn't even say that to someone. Like, and they were moaning about me putting negativity on people. That's exactly what they did with that comment. They literally went into somebody else's comment, tagged me, and said that. That's just vile, in my opinion. And this kind of attitude going on about my daughter was kind of stuff that I was talking about years ago, before my daughter actually appeared in any videos. It was just because she was in one of the newspapers when she was younger. So they all said, "Oh, exploiting my daughter," like this, like I was making me money. Never earned a fucking penny for putting it in in the newspaper. And the second time she was in the newspaper is because I raised money for charity, and she was there because it was an autistic charity. So obviously, you know, and that they were doing it because they want me to stop, you see. They don't want me to do those videos because they know a lot of people like those videos, so they feel intimidated by it. That's what I think it is, which is one reason why we're like, right, let's do 2 videos together then. I'm sorry, but nobody knows my life. Nobody knows my children. They don't know how we are or anything. I deliberately keep that as under wraps as possible. You know, and it is true, yeah, people do get jealous, and I get that. But my point is, instead of getting jealous, why don't they do something about their life instead and try to improve it? I mean, I've been at rock bottom with nothing, like thousands and thousands of debt, you know, no job or having a job, or struggling on like the scrimpinest wage, 2 young children, you know, mental health problems are half the time I'm literally like suicidal or self-harming or in and out of treatment and God knows what, you know, mental health problems and everything. But I'd never sit there and do that to somebody. Like when I put all my time and effort into my work, because and I am a perfectionist, I am, and I moan about the slightest thing, and I get that, but that's just who I am. But if I didn't, then to me, I wouldn't care, but I do care. You know, I want people to have the best experience possible, and I don't want to go backwards in my work. Do you know what I mean? I don't want people to sit there thinking, God, instead of developing, you're just, all I can hear in the background is traffic. Do you know what I mean? And I don't really imagine if I didn't tell anyone, for example, and there was a big massive lorry and I couldn't cut it out or whatever, and it scared the life out of someone because a big lorry come past. That'd be absolutely devastating. That'd disturb someone. Then the comment would have been, that lorry's just woke me up. Do you know what I mean? And I know I can't please everyone, and I don't want to please everyone at all, but they're self-titled. They are. And it's that kind of attitude that really, it annoys me, which is why I got annoyed at that comment, because it was the fact of, it was the audacity of it, the cheek of it, the entitlement. Basically, I don't watch your channel much anymore because I've got my daughter on it. So this person's basically saying that I should stop doing that to suit her needs. No, sorry, it don't work like that. the end of the day. Like I said, I will always make a point of doing balanced videos, especially if I'm going here forward. You know, I want to include a fast video, a random video, doll head video, real person video, and on camera. I want to try and do that through my months now. I'm trying to find a bit more structure in my head and that. But that's down to my choice to do that, not because of anyone else moaning. You know, and people get hate, and I get that. I'm not bothered. It's just when things are blatant lies or like totally clueless kind of comments and not constructive in any way. Like, where was the help in that? There's no help. Like, everyone else was offering ideas, and I had to sound some of them, that's not practical, which it's not. Or I can't do that because if I don't post at all, I don't earn any extra money, because it doesn't work like that. Even though people are viewing my other videos, it just doesn't work like that. That's not how YouTube is. The more you put out, that's how you earn your money. You know, and I'll just explain that politely. And people give me all sorts of ideas, and some ideas were absolutely fantastic. I was so grateful for them. But this person never gave me 1 ounce of helpfulness at all. There was no constructive criticism there at all. Like, instead telling me that I should have filmed in advance. So what? So basically now I should start filming in advance, just in case in 3 months' time the road's closed. For a start off, my hair's probably going to look different. I'm going to look different anyway. People might not want to see that certain type of video in 3 months' time. And where in my week would I fit that in? Do you know what I mean? I've got 2 children, I home educate them. I've got 2 YouTube channels, all social media platforms that I'm trying to work on. You know, I need to recoup myself mentally, well, especially physically, you know, with my physical problems. Hi, Cozy, how are you? You know, and it's just the audacity of that person basically trying to say that I should have worked harder, and that basically saying that I haven't got a hard taxing job. That's what they tried to make out, like my job's really easy. I'm sorry, I'd like to see this person come and take over and do exactly what I do in a week. Do you know what I mean? And it's not about who works harder, who does this more. You know, it's not a competition, is it? Everyone's lives are different. We all do our own thing. You know, and me, I don't have a time where I switch up from my job. Like, I can't do that. It's impossible. That I'm always doing something. Like I said, this is work. When I come off, I need to do something on there. You know, if you'll see me bobbing around on other people's lives and stuff, that is still part of work, because it's marketing. You know, and if I'm doing all the stuff like planning out videos or getting my room ready, you know, that's still work. They're the type of things that you do in your working hour. It's the same type of thing. You know, if I'm sitting down looking for some props, that's still part of my job. You know, it's little things like that. Even there, I'm answering someone on Instagram and I'm commenting back to someone. That's part of my job, because I wouldn't be doing that if I weren't doing this. That's the way it is. Like, people don't understand that. I wasn't. I'd be surprised actually. I was going to go, but I ended up talking about something, so hence why you've caught me. You know, and I just think people don't understand actually what it's like as a content creator. You know, and it's not just like I'm vlogging, is it? Or just doing hauls or doing a dish up dinner. You know, I'm doing sort of everything. I'm doing the ASMR, which is like a full-on production. And then you've got like, you're doing your unboxings, your hauls and your chats, which aren't as hard work, but they still take up time. You know, and some people are just ungrateful, unfortunately, and some people want something for nothing. And these people just think that you should be doing something for them, and it just doesn't work like that, you know, because I'm providing content for so many different people around the world. You know, everyone's got different likes, tastes, backgrounds and lives, everything. Everyone's totally different. So, and I'm not going to please everyone, and I don't aim to please everybody, but I do my best to try and have a bit of a balanced kind of, you know, vibe. But then even when you do that, and you're always going to have someone that keeps moaning about something again, or moans about something else, or makes something up, or they get some fantasy in their head, and then they make this story up in their head and then use that as an excuse. It's so bizarre, some of the stuff that goes on. I don't necessarily mean for me, but I just mean in general. You know, like making that up about how much cattiness and nastiness were in the comments. There was not one bit of nastiness in there. Like, and it's just, and again, it's how people perceive things, isn't it? It's like, it's easy to sit there and write something, but then people can perceive it differently, which is why sometimes I feel like it's better to actually sit down and address it how I mean it. You know. Oh, thank you, Stacey. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I don't know, guys. Yeah, they are. They are arrogant. That's what it is, isn't it? And a lot of it's narcissistic. It's narcissism. That's what a lot of it comes down to. And they're never going to admit they're wrong, because you're never going to get a narcissist to admit they're wrong. Thank you. They're from Home Bargains. Yeah, you're never going to get a narcissist to admit they're wrong. And these people are narcissistic. And the way they are with me shows to me that these people are probably abusive in relationships, just because of how their attitudes are, you know. Self-entitlement, not thinking you do anything wrong. It's all the other person's fault, and no matter what you say to them, you're the bad person. It's that kind of thing. A lot of, I find, trolls and bullies online are very narcissistic in their behaviours, and I don't mean for me. I mean like other people that I see on TikTok, and with their trolls and bullying that they get, the comments are very narcissistic. A lot of very gaslighting comments and different stuff like that. It's actually very abusive behaviour. And I think if you're like that with some stranger, what the hell are you like with the person you live with? Some of the things that I've read, like that people have said about people and God knows what, and these scenarios that they make up in their head is so bizarre. Really is bizarre. Yeah, it's worrying. I think these people need to have some help or something. And I've got nothing wrong against people needing help mentally. I think I respect people that actually sit there and think, do you know what? I feel like I've got a problem. I need to go and get some help. Like, so much respect for those type of people. But the people who don't hold their hands up and say I've got a problem and just shove their problem onto everyone else, or make it out like they're perfectly fine, but everyone else is the problem. That them are the people, I'm sorry, that need to wake up and get a grip and go and get some help. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And you're from Japan. That is amazing. My daughter loves Japan. She wants to go to Japan. Anything like Japanese or anything, she's well away. So, hello. That's lovely. Appreciate that. Thank you. And that's another thing, it's when people don't value what we do as a creator or as a person. It's like my thoughts and feelings aren't valid to that person. It's just selfish, isn't it? Like, you know, like, I just don't like the selfishness and like gatekeeping things and just people like that. It's just, there's just no need for it, is there? It's just so negative and bitchy and like, yeah, but it's just like some people don't want to admit there's a problem and they're too ashamed of it and whatever, or stigma and stuff like that, and each to their own and all. But society's bad in a way because it's made people a certain way, and you know, but some people, you know, I've got more respect for people that own up they've got a problem, or yeah, I was a bit of a dick. Like me, I'll openly sit there and say to people, yeah, at times I've been a dick in the past, we all have. And to say I haven't, then, that's just lies. And a lot of the time it was because of my mental health. I hold my hand up from that and understand that I have been an arsehole to people. But that's the difference, you see, with me. I will own up to my mistakes or my problems and what I've done. And usually there is a reasoning behind it, and I've sort of owned up to that, if you know what I mean. Whereas some people are just so brutally in denial and they won't ever think they're wrong, and they won't see where they've gone wrong in life or their problems. Like, and some people think they're perfect, you know what I mean? There's no such thing as perfect. But I don't know. Just when people try so hard and then people just try to put you down, it's just a little game to them, you see. They do it on purpose to try and push you over the edge. And that's what narcissists do, isn't it? That's what sociopaths do, psychopaths do. That's what they do. And it is very psychotic behaviour, if I'm honest. And especially some of the things I read. But then when you read it, it's like, but they're not the problem. It's the other people that's the problem. And some of the things that I've like seen and people what they've said and made up these full stories and fantasies in the head is so bizarre, like so bizarre. But then you'll always see the comments and the little bitch groups going, but I'm not jealous though. Oh, but I'm not bothered. Well, clearly you are because you're talking about it. You're bitching about it, you know. But on me, I'm more, if somebody's going to be nice to me, I'm going to be nice to them back. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit, you know, if somebody's going to speak to me and going to be nice to me and be thankful for me going out of my way to do content, do you know what I mean? But I like to keep it transparent, and especially over on Live with Nick, you will find more of me on there rather than on here. The only time you'll probably see more of me is when we do a live stream. Other than that, it's just a totally different vibe. You know, but it's just the way of the world, though, isn't it, Cozy, to be honest? And I've got more respect for people who open up and, you know, admit things and come out with stuff than people that just make it out they've never done anything wrong and this, that, and the other. And, you know, I'm more inclined to just to people, you know, yeah, they admit they've done wrong, hands up to them. Do you know what I mean? Whereas people who just make it out they've never done anything wrong and this, that, and the other. It's like I made a point before. As far as I'm concerned, I've not actually done anything to any of my viewers. Do you know what I mean? Or all I've done is try to work hard to provide for my family and to give my viewers the best content that I can. So if that makes me a bad person, then so be it. You know, if I care too much about my viewers and stuff, maybe I have. You know, but if I didn't care, to me, I'd just defeat who I am. It would go against who I am and what I am, and even go against my channel name. About, you know, the whole presence of it is just being who I am, you know, being brave to be who I am and showing people that they're all right to do that too. Do you know what I mean? You know, so that's very deep, wasn't it? Bloody Nora, I just went a bit deep, you know. Get a bit lighter, do you know what I'm saying? But no, seriously, you know, I just feel like so much negativity around, you know, we all get stressed, don't we? We all get a lot of things to do. But I think sometimes, you know, don't take it out on other people. Just sort it out yourself, like deal with it. Do you know what I mean? You know, because if the end of the day, being nasty is not going to get you anywhere in life, and just being bitter and jealous is not going to get you anywhere in life. You know, we've all come from nothing at the end of the day, and like I've said, I've been through so much, like physically, mentally, financially, and everything like that. Even abuse and God knows what. But and then I'm now where I am today. So you've got some people who are bitter and jealous, but they don't realise what I've actually been through to get to where I am. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one of these lucky ones. Do you know what I mean? That just have it all like that. Just has been like that at all. You know. Yeah, and unfortunately, Sarah, it's just people, isn't it? Nasty people. But if anybody out there is struggling, you know, just instead of holding it in, just seek some help, you know, instead of lashing out at people, you know, just take a step back a little bit and just think, actually, no, I feel like I do need some help, and go and seek some help, however it may be. Don't be ashamed about it either. You know, try to speak to people about how you feel instead of bottling it up or taking it out on others, because, you know, and if you're like, say, jealous of how people's lifestyles are, you know, instead of being jealous, just try to do something about it and change your life, because anyone can do anything. As my aunt says, you can do anything you set your mind to. And that's a quote that I've had and I've stuck by. And like I said, I've been through a lot, and to be where I am today, that's all I'm saying. I can do it, anyone can do anything they want to do. So what's stopping you? You. And that's all I've got to say on that matter. Yes, people said about a voiceover, and the problem is, when would I be able to afford record the voiceover? That's the problem, because there's too much noise all the time. It's actually quiet tonight because it's Good Friday. You know, there was a few lorries sort of midday, and then there weren't any other lorries, but there's not even any cars tonight now. Quite dead. I'm hoping tomorrow's going to be super quiet so I can start early. My day's been all right, thank you. How has yours been? But yeah, so I'm going to go. I didn't want to stay on this long, actually. I was going to pop up at 8:30, but then people got me talking about this comment, and that got me escalating on talking about God knows what. But yeah, my head's starting to get a bit worse. I'm going to have some Migraine, but I ain't got the tablet, the medicine that I'm taking. So it's a private prescription, so I've got to pay for it. But then I'm hoping I'll be able to get that free then on the NHS. Sorry about that, guys. I'm yawning. I need to sit there and pose for a video. Hang on, froze for a screenshot. There you go. That is my thumbnail, guys, because normally I'm sitting there going through my things and I can't find a screenshot. So I've just done a screenshot for my live thumbnail. How old am I? I'm 38. I turned 38 in January. Yeah, something like that. I'd have to do something. I'd need to incorporate it if I need to, but I've looked ahead and we're all right at the moment with how things are scheduled out. So, you know, we're looking all right. But I've got all those ideas there anyway if I do need some kind of backup. Yeah, I probably will do come over, to be honest with you, and just have a nose. It's just a bit like boring, I suppose, when you're not buying anything. And it's what I find a bit boring is because they've had no new bears, and I think that's where I lose interest then. Because if you literally just sat here and listened to me waffle for the whole of that time, yeah, but I think sometimes it's, you know, like turning a negative into a positive, isn't it? It's like, I know this was a negative comment, but it's kind of reinforced into something positive by getting people to make sure that to speak out or ask for help. Hi, Sean, are you all right? You know, getting people to reach out and speak out and stuff like that. So I suppose, again, you know, I do try to turn negatives into a positive where I can. You know, that negative comment, I've turned it into, you know, people making sure you seek out, get some help. Thank you. Yeah. So, you know, you've left your hat here. Oh, you ain't ever. Hopefully we don't lose it, not your jacket. Can you imagine? Just like your jacket's just vanished and can't find it. So yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go because it's like nearly 9 o'clock now, and I've got a headache and stuff. Oh, don't worry, Ray. If I've actually scheduled this live weeks ago now. Scheduled it, and you could have clicked on it and pressed notify me. I don't know if you were notified. You might have done that, and it might not have notified you. I don't know. But to be honest with you, my videos are not coming up in people's things anymore. When they search me, they're not coming up at all. So it's not surprising really that you've had no notification. I don't know what the hell's going on. I've got a meeting with my YouTube manager about it, but I bet they will just end up saying, oh, it's my content, what I'm doing this, that and the other. They'll just end up blaming it on me. Nothing about their algorithms or what that they're doing. They'll just turn it around and blame it all on me as a creator like they normally do. But it's worth just having a chat with them and see what he's got to say. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. And I'm really, you know, glad to hear that. So thank you. Yeah, I don't particularly celebrate. I'm not religious, but you know, I've got some Easter eggs. Having mum and that round tonight, and then I've got my husband's nan over on Sunday, and I'm working tomorrow filming, so that's about it really. No, I'm not going on holiday at the moment, so but you know, Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment in the actual video itself. And if you're not yet subscribed, please hit subscribe. Also, make sure you subscribe to Life with Nick here on YouTube as well, guys. And check me out on other social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. And you can also find my ASMR content over on Spotify, Apple and things like that. And you can also go to the Midlanders podcast here on YouTube, and there is a podcast with me and Jodie Marie ASMR. Season 1's out, and all of season 1, 10 episodes, and then 1 episode of season 2 so far. So go and give us a follow on there, guys. That's the Midlanders podcast. Thank you so much, guys. Lots of love. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. And if you could, make sure you do click on my videos, guys, even if you don't think it's going to be something that you like. Just make sure you click on there. You know, even if it's not for you, it just helps me and bumps the video through the algorithm and things like that. You know, so YouTube then seeing that you're clicking on it and they think, oh, people like this video actually, and then they start sharing it out more. So if you could do that, it's quick, it's free, and it just helps me out. You know, going to the toilet and just think, oh no, let's pop on a couple of Nick's videos, let the ad play, let me say hi, blah blah blah, and that'll be enough. But yeah, I'd really appreciate if you can do that, guys, because we need to get these views back up and running. Lots of love. Let me just to let you know, guys, I will be live next on the 26th of April. So Friday the 26th of April at 7 p.m. I will set a thing up so you can join me. Lots of love, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you're all well, and please have a lovely Easter if you do celebrate, and have a lovely month